AssetWhere can support schools in providing the evidence for their grant applications. Schools often face increased demand in certain subject areas or need better equipment, prompting an assessment of current resources. The grant application must include their current facilities and equipment and also outline what is required. So let's have a look. A critical part of the application is documenting the room function. So I'm turning that on. You can see the aqua spaces are teaching spaces, purple are storage, green staff areas. So now I'm going to click on the fabric room here and I can see the utilisation rates. I can see that primary users are 25% of the time, secondary 75% of the time. So these primary and secondary usage rates are really critical to show how the rooms are currently being used and where the demand is increasing. You can then print a report which gives you key information about that room. So for example, think about STEM. The school is marketing itself on its STEM facilities, but it needs to update them. So the application should then focus on rooms relevant to the grant application. So I'm going to look at the ICT labs here, and you could do the same for science labs and so on. And what it does, it gives you objective metrics on room usage and capacity. So now what I'm going to do is shut that and I'm going to do a room query and I'm going to search on ICT labs. So then I can export this report here. So I've got my ICT labs, I've got all of that key information. Now I can export that report. It comes to Excel and I've got key stats that I can include in my application. So it's really providing the evidence that you require when you're completing your applications to ultimately improve your STEM delivery capabilities. Now, and then if you want to, you can shut that and you can scroll all the way down in the layer manager and I can now turn on the master plan. So let's say I want to turn on master plan stages 1, 2 and 3. So these can be incorporated into future building works that you have planned for the school. So the data collected supports the argument for upgrading or expanding facilities to meet the growing demand, particularly for modern STEM delivery capabilities, which are increasingly important for attracting students.